This episode really tested my patience because some of these people are confusing anxiety for love and desperation for commitment. What is this? The closer we get to these weddings, the more uncomfortable the conversations become. And by the time we get to the altar at the end, yeah, I had questions. Let's get into it.
Kay Unscripted, no teeth restricted. In this journey, watch our stories unfold.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. This is Kay Unscripted. I'm your girl Kay, and today we're going to be breaking down Love is Blind Season 10, Episode 11. Now, before we talk about this episode, please go ahead and take a moment to like this video, share it with a friend, share all of your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel for more recaps like this one. And thank you so much for doing that. Now, let's talk about this episode. So we know the couples always do their final dates before the wedding. Connor and Bree, they're on a date on a train. It's very cutesy. They talk about meeting with her dad, and it seems like it went really well. He said he feels like he and the dad had similar mannerisms, and also feels like her dad sees him as a normal guy. Now, I don't think him being a normal guy is going to be enough for Bree, but we'll get to that. The way he's talking, you can tell he's so happy and excited about meeting her dad, and maybe the dad approved of their relationship. Bree said that she wanted it to be them in the end. He's popping her collar, letting her know that she's such a boss, and what makes him confident is the fact that she chooses him every day. But Connor, I feel like the only reason why she chose you is because Chris said that the only thing he wanted from her was some boom boom, okay? Had he not said that, she would be switching up on you real quick, okay? And I still feel like that's a factor, but we'll get to that later. Now, Bree says that it's crazy to her that he is loving this version of her because this isn't her best self, and I feel like that just flew right over his head. The girl is letting you know that she isn't giving you 100%, and all you're thinking about, oh, we have these days and we could always reset. Connor, open your eyes and listen to what she's telling you. Now, even in that conversation, we see him pouring into her, and she's not giving him the same. All she's saying is stop, while this man is giving her specific details on why he's fallen in love with her, and we have yet to hear her say that to him. Okay, a little later she does say, you give me butterflies and heart palpitations, and this is a feeling that I've never felt before. Now, this girl's voice is so irritating to me. I really wanted to skip past her, but I'm here because I have to do this recap for y'all. So I'm gonna stick to it and I'm going to give y'all the tea, okay? But still, when she explains her love for him, it's based on the fact that he loves her. And it's always him doing things for her while she's giving him below the bare minimum. We don't hear her really speaking about his character or any of that kind of thing. And that is really concerning to me. Now, Emma and Mike head to an inside zoo for their final date. They feed giraffes and it's really cute. It's a really nice date. So Emma talks about wanting to have shared experiences with him before they start a family. He then asks if she has been thinking about having children a lot more. She does hesitate a bit before saying that she thinks he is the right partner for her and that she feels safe and confident with him, but she's continuing to stay open-minded about the kids' situation. I really feel like she just doesn't see herself having kids, and at this point is trying to please Mike. You could tell that's what she wants to say, at least in my opinion, but she was being very careful with her words. Anyway, she says that she does see a family with him, but even with such a serious conversation like that, she just kept on laughing. I don't know if she was nervous. I don't know what was going through her head, but this kind of showed me at least that she doesn't really want to have kids. She doesn't want to keep having that conversation. Mike looked really irritated because, this is something serious and this is something that he has been talking about wanting, so he wants her to take it serious. Up next, we see Devo and Brittany. They're in a hot tub. They didn't really go on a final date. As I'm just going through the recap, I'm noticing that they didn't really go on a date. And that should tell us what we need to know. They're talking about the journey so far. Of course, he was excited to have been dating 16 people at that time, but the moment she brought up them being married, you could see how flushed he looked. And we know this man is just going to waste Brittany's time because that's what she wants. She wants a man to waste her time because this man is not even giving you too much and you're not even seeing that he's not into you. So they get inside of the house, they sit and they're having some more conversation. She's telling this man that the foundation they have can last a lifetime, and I'm just like, girl, what foundation are you talking about? Is it the one on your face? It has to be, because are you the Lulu? I don't get it. I don't understand. He says that making a decision for marriage is weighing on him a lot, to the point where he feels like he needs space and he needs to be away from her. And if that's not telling you that he's not interested in you, he's not going to say yes. What else do you need? He even said out of his mouth that he needs to go ghost, completely off the grid, gone and never coming back, is what it's giving. Now, when someone tells you who they are, believe them. Brittany, I'm gonna need you to open up your eyes, girl. I don't know what's going on with you. I don't know if you're just having a dumb blonde moment. Well, many dumb blonde moments, because she's asking him if he's not certain about saying yes. He hesitates and he lies, because you can tell that he is lying when he said that he's at 98%. And I'm just like, who do you think you're fooling besides Brittany? Because you're definitely fooling her. You don't like black women. You don't compliment this lady. We've never seen you show affection to her. It's always been her initiating some sort of affection with you. She's always the one pouring into you, telling you how much she likes you and she sees this and she sees that. We don't see you doing that. So who do you think you're fooling? Not me, for sure. Now she's saying that it's going to be a yes for her, and she doesn't want her family to come to the wedding if it's not going to be a wedding. Well, girl, you better start calling your family now, because it's not going to be a wedding. He then brings up how pissed he was because at the dress fitting, apparently somebody told him that she was saying he doesn't kiss her or compliment her enough, and yet again he feels like he's being spoken about in a negative way. She explains that all she said was that he's not a man of few words and doesn't know what he's going to say. But here's what was interesting to me about that conversation. She says that she knows he's not going to be gushing over her because that isn't his personality. Brittany, do you hear yourself? Don't you want a man who's going to be gushing over you? I don't think there's any woman out there in the world who doesn't want their man to be gushing over them. Brittany, why are you trying to settle for less than you know you deserve? Girl, pack your bags and go home. Now, he also mentions that he would like for them to have some sort of prenup because he's worked really hard for what he has. But y'all are not getting married, so there's no need to bring up a prenup. We know you're not getting married. Anyway, she doesn't seem to be very happy about the prenup situation and thinks that it's going to be a reason to not fight for the relationship. He says that there's a reason that he's in this relationship. Yeah, the reason is because you want some more screen time, and we know you're not going to say yes to her. They end the conversation with a prayer, but why was she the one volunteering to pray? Let that man initiate for once, because I would have loved to hear that prayer that he was going to make to our Lord and Savior. I needed to hear that prayer. Then we get to Amber and Jordan's date. She takes him to her favorite place where she usually goes with her daughter Emma. And the date was really cute, very playful. It definitely matches both of their personality. She also tells us that Jordan's going to be meeting her daughter Emma, and he's really excited about it. It seems like all of his reservations are gone, so I'm really happy that they were able to work through that. Ashley and Alex have a date in a cabin. It's really cute and cozy. So they get to talking about their plans for Christmas. In fact, she's asking the questions and wants to know one thing he would like to do for the first year of marriage. He says he wants for them to at least travel once, but she wants stability. She wants to talk about their home, where they're going to settle, where they're going to plant roots, and he doesn't really give a solid response to that. She's then telling him, well, what do you want to ask me? He doesn't seem to be interested in that conversation, and honestly, he looks really checked out of that conversation, like he doesn't really want to be there. Anyways, they do have a light-hearted conversation about their families and how they're also happy and excited for them. She also said that she's always felt like second best, and the fact that he chose her made it so special. So that tells me that she's willing to put up with all of the red flags because her dad says that she chooses the wrong guys. So she just wants to be chosen. Now, I don't think Ashley is dumb enough to say yes to Alex. I feel like she's just playing along. But we're going to have to wait for weddings, the day for the weddings, to find out what really goes down between these two. Vic and Christine have a spa day. They're talking about how beautiful their experience with each other has been. She says that the way he loves is very filling. He's telling her how much of an amazing person she is and sometimes finds himself lost for words. Yo, this couple is so healthy. They have no drama. And so it makes me wonder if this is why they didn't really film them. We only got to see production with them last minute, and it's really unfortunate because I really wish that we got to see their story. Now let's get to this conversation between Brie and Connor. The way this girl's voice irritates me. My goodness, Brie, can you swallow your saliva and then talk? Maybe that will help. Anyways, she's saying that she couldn't have done this experiment without Connor, and again, she's saying that she hasn't been the best version of herself because she's been so busy with work, but she knows that she can give so much more. She said it hurts that even her family and friends can see that she's not giving her all. And honestly, it felt like she was about to dump this guy. This is what it was giving. Because this conversation had so many twists and spins, I was confused. He says that he's just happy to get a call from her. Bare minimum. That's what she's supposed to do. Anyways, he's talking like this is such a big deal, but he's just enjoyed the little moments with her and knows that once things calm down a bit, she's going to show up her full self, right? Now, he's saying all of those nice things about her, and here comes Brie being Brie, right? Coming out again, pointing out all of this man's flaws. Oh, his house didn't look like he could represent them in a good way. Are you proud of your job? Oh, how about the way you dress? It doesn't really show that you have pride. It makes you look lazy. You don't really look like you have any hustle in you. She's asking this man if he's going to be a liability. These are all of the thoughts that she's had in her head about him. She's pretty much saying that he's not a capital A and a jerk like Chris the Troll. She thinks him being a gentleman, giving her an option to choose what she wants at dinner, not over talking her, is somehow a weakness and doesn't make him that much of an alpha kind of guy. He's not giving a leader. Are you okay? Seriously, are you okay? Connor then says that people think he doesn't care, but he's not really focused on material things. Yes, he wants nice things, and that's going to come, or maybe because he doesn't like to boast or brag or talk about himself a whole lot. That should not be an issue. He said that he's more of a listener, and Connor ain't nothing wrong with that because every woman wants a man who's going to listen to them. That girl is not good in the head, okay? What makes this whole conversation so confusing to me is that she's now saying that after having a conversation with her dad, she's saying that she's probably focused on the wrong things and cared about the wrong things and was a bit judgmental towards Connor. And she's now saying, well, he does have hustle. He does have he does have pride. Girl, Brie, pack it up. I'm tired of you. Can you please stop demeaning that man? He definitely deserves a lot better than you. Ultimately, she does say that she's not ready to walk down the aisle and she's questioning why it's a no for her. He said that he would have said yes to her and has been open about his intentions with her. Brie, I think I know what the problem is. You're a shallow person. You strung this man along, you broke him down, then you try to bring him back up, and then you end up telling him that you cannot be with him. You're a terrible human being, and clearly you have some issues that you do need to deal with. Go see a therapist, because all of this confidence that you speak of is actually showing your insecurities of having material things to make you feel superior and enough about your life, and clearly it's not making you happy, it's not making you feel fulfilled. So go see the therapist, okay? Connor, on the other hand, he is so gullible. He thinks that they can still work on their relationship and hopefully get married someday. But Connor, clearly this girl isn't into you. She doesn't like you. She doesn't want you. So Connor, I'm gonna need you to pack your bags and go home too. We move on to the bachelor and the bachelorette parties. The guys are at a Monster Jam. This is what they call it. I have no idea what this is, but it's definitely giving something that guys enjoy. Meanwhile, the girls pull up to a casino for their bachelorette party, and it's funny how the chips had their fiancés' faces on there. That I found that to be a little bit funny. Now, y'all, I wasn't going to talk too much about these bachelor and bachelorette parties, but child, the way Mr. Couch Hopping himself was asked about their wedding, he said that he pictures himself in Florida with a wonderful house, a trust in Dubai, a safe house in New Zealand, and he said nothing about Ashley. And I'm just like, can y'all get this man off my screen? Get him off my screen, please. So now it's wedding day for Emma and Mike. She said that she's in her head because she's been thinking about the whole children situation and all of that, and she doesn't want to make the wrong decision. She said that Mike makes her feel comfortable, and she's never felt that before. Mike, on the other hand, says he's feeling a little nervous because he doesn't know what Emma's going to say. He also shares that his family doesn't really understand the process. But then we see his mom and sister head to Emma's suite, and Emma's telling him that she's so excited. She starts tearing up and she's sharing how safe and secure Mike makes her feel. His parents then head to see him. They actually sit him down, and it's more of the mom who was saying that she shares concern for Mike because apparently lately he's had an attitude when it comes to his mom. But he said that his mom just calls him at the wrong time. Mike, please stop snapping at your mom. Now, it seems like the parents have been a bit skeptical about the entire process because they tell him that they see that he's his own man, but they really just want what's best for him. Mike said that he still has reservations because the children thing has been the biggest challenge for him and Emma. And he also said in his confessional though that he does want Emma to answer first. So it's now time, right? Because she gets stressed, she looks really beautiful, and we see her parents walking her down the aisle. Mike then shares his vows, and what I found strange is in his vows he's telling her that he wants them kids, he wants to have them children, okay, and he needs to know if she wants them too. She also shares her vows, thanking him for allowing her to be on her own pace during this entire process. And then we get to them deciding if they're going to choose each other. Now, y'all, Emma went first, and she had me nervous as hell because the way she kept on stressing on, I can't. She actually said, I can't see a future without you. So it was a yes for her to be his wife. Then we get to Mike, and we had the longest pause ever. He's breathing hard. But this is where the episode ends, and I'm just like, how could y'all do that to us? How could y'all make us wait? So we have to wait till the next episode to find out what's up with these weddings. But I need to hear from y'all. Tell me, do you think Mike is going to say yes? I think he will say yes, but tell me how you feel about this episode. What are your predictions for the other couples? I'd like to hear your thoughts on this. And as always, like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.